Good evening, everyone, and thank you for your attendance. First, I would like to thank God, who is the head of my life, and for giving me a talent that I never knew I possessed. For with Him, all things are possible. In 2024, our oldest son, LaMont, unexpectedly passed, and this has been an extremely tough time for our family. However, with the help of God, we are continuing to walk this out. God has been good to us. Nonetheless, we miss him dearly. He was a very loving and kind son. But God makes no mistakes, so we thank him for the 48 years that we had with him, and we cherish the memories. Secondly, I want to thank my wife, Vera, who is here tonight, to whom none of this would be possible without her support for running the family while I pursued this journey. I missed numerous functions that she covered in my stead, from graduations, proms, birthdays, yours, baby, Mother's Day, and this is just part of the list. I thank you sincerely, and I love you. Furthermore, I want to thank this committee. Your efforts are appreciated. Today, I am humbled to be joining such an elite fraternity of sports officials who define what it means to be excellent at your craft. I want to congratulate my fellow inductees. What an honor it means to be recognized by your peers. Thank you does not seem to be enough. I was never thinking about becoming an official. As a matter of fact, I gave the officials the business. I was stationed in Frankfurt, Germany, and was particularly a good softball player, played on the community team, and thought I was hot stuff. Got ejected from a game, and that guy came to me in the parking lot and challenged me. He said, if you think you can do better than us, this is where we meet, and gave me his card. The next year, I showed up at their meeting, and it seemed like I had had an encounter with every one of them, which prompted a statement when they looked, look who's here. That was in 1986. Becoming an official was one of the best things that ever happened in my life. It introduced me to a whole new way of life, and I met lifelong friends along the way. It also humbled me and taught me that failure is okay. It is what you do after that tough call, or a game that just did not go well. When other officials are moving up the ladder for bigger games, do you become bitter, or you do become better? I chose the latter. I want to thank my mentors, who are many, who not only taught me the game, but taught me the business side and managing difficult situations. John Edwards, Bill Gordon, Larry Raines, Parks Bergen, Max Wilkes, who were some of the best fast-pitch umpires in the country. They took me to the Blue Gray Classic and other tournaments around the South, where I had to fail or succeed entirely. Little did I know that they were always watching, teaching, and encouraging. Most of all, took the blame for my mistakes until I could stand for myself. So in 1997, when the SEC was looking for umpires, I was a very experienced and battle-tested from calling men's fast-pitch softball. I made the roster and stayed there for 24 years. I was a two-sport official, with basketball being the other sport, which was a bit more challenging than softball for me. I really had to work hard to adapt to the speed of the game. To that end, there are several people that I want to thank. First, Greg Brewer, who saw something in me that made him think that I would be a good instructor, to which I did become with the help of people like Curtis Harris, L.Z. Johnson, Sam Short, Greg England, and one of my fellow inductees, William Ziegler, and I can't forget Paul Green. To me, they are the true Hall of Famers. I have had many accomplishments. However, being selected to work in the Women's College World Series, not once, but twice, was the highlight of my career. To be considered as one of the best 8 in the country and making it to the mecca of collegiate softball still had a profound effect on me. It is a recognition that will always remain with you. If I could give any advice to a beginning official, it would be amazingly simple. To become a good official, you must have a passion for that sport. Therefore, learn the rules, become a student of the game, and find you a mentor that you can learn the proper mechanics and develop a presence. Be a good listener, and most of all, not make the same mistakes twice. Be a person of integrity and never lose that. You will find that there is no family like the official family. In summation, sports has been a significant thing in my life, and I want to thank my family for their love and support of me over the years, from those long road trips and listening to me lament about a game, whether good or bad, and being my biggest supporters. I could not have done it without you.